Hello everyone, CoStation here, and in this video we're going to be looking at a fireworks project I made a year ago, and this is how it looks. It generates random colored fireworks throughout the screen and plays a sound. This goes on forever. I made this project. First off, I made there's 5 variables in this project. Firework type, which stores the type of firework. Then there's a limit. This shows how high up the firework goes before exploding and turning into its star form. And this is just a random number variable. This shows the size of the firework specifically, and this shows the speed that the firework goes up. These are all random variables that are needed to make it look random and unexpected. Then I have lists of common fireworks, which show up often, epic fireworks, which show up a little less often, rare fireworks, which show up even less often, and, well, actually, I messed up the order. It's common, then uncommon, then rare, and then epic. There's only one epic firework, and that's this firework. You will understand the names later. There are only one rare epic firework, 6 rare fireworks, a total of 8 uncommon fireworks, and 10 common fireworks. In total, there are 25 different types of fireworks. So basically, this is all run on clones, so there can never be more than 300 fireworks on screen at once. Thankfully, this doesn't happen as that many are not needed. First, it starts by creating 6 initial firework clones. Then it creates a new firework every fifth of a second, so 5 fireworks new a second. Whenever each clone is created, it immediately runs the light firework command and then in function and then deletes that firework. This is the main part of the code. It starts at a random X position and at a slightly random Y position, somewhere between about here and here, this range. That way, again, and just these extra factors are to make sure they don't all just go at the same spot and they don't all start at the same Y level. That gives it some variety. Then the size could be anywhere between 60, in case you're wondering, 60 looks like this, or no, 60 looks like this, and 150 looks like this. This is just the exploded form. Again, 150 could look like this in the firework form, and 60 could be as small as this. Again, just another variety factor. Then comes this Rn variable. So, if the random number is chosen between about 4,600 to 10,000, it will only loop through this and it'll skip all the other if statements. And it'll basically just choose a firework out of the common fireworks list. If our number is between 1502 and 4666, it will choose a firework from the uncommon fireworks list. Because it'll do this, and then skip the rest. So last one it chooses will be from uncommon fireworks. If the random number from 1 to 10,000 is between 169 and 1,500, it will be chosen from the rare fireworks list. And if it's less than 168, it'll choose one thing from the epic fireworks list. And it really isn't random because there's only one epic firework in the first place. What this means is there's a 1.6% chance of an epic firework, about a 14.9% chance of a rare firework. Then I'd estimate around a 35% chance of an uncommon firework. And at the very least, there would be about a 62% chance of a common firework being chosen. These 4 if statements are just to make it so that common is more common than uncommon, and so on. Now that we've chosen the type of firework with randomness, I have another if statement where if the firework type is this one special, very special epic firework, it sets the size to 250, which makes it very big compared to all the other fireworks. I just wanted that extra special one to be extra visible. Now we actually go on to the appearance stuff. We set the size to our variable size, and we set the costume to the firework type -1. Firework type is the type of firework, and -1 represents the firework form instead of the star form, which is when it explodes at the top of the screen around here. The speed is randomly chosen again, from slow to pretty fast. And then we start one of my sound effects. There's 3 in this project. This is the sound when a firework is created at the bottom. It's pretty quiet actually. That's just to prevent it from getting very annoying. So if you didn't hear that, I'll play it again. Again, if it's played 5 times a second, it's probably good that it's quiet. Let's go back into the code. Then it chooses a limit, 30 to 140. This is when it'll explode. That could be anywhere from here to here. So somewhere around here. Remember, it spawns here to here. So it keeps on going up until its Y position, this upward amount, has exceeded the limit when it's supposed to explode. Once that has happened and it has reached the point where it's supposed to explode, as you can see, it also goes up as fast as the speed. Then it switches its costume to be the star form. So this is how the star form looks. It's when it explodes. That's a -2. It then picks a random sound, and then it waits half a second before disappearing. It could play one of these 2 sounds. That's like a firecracker-like sound, and this is the other one. I got those 2 sounds, I think it was from Pixabay, I kind of can't remember, it was a year ago. Then it waits half a second in the special state before it returns up here and removes the firework. If it didn't remove the firework, we'd have a bunch of clones, we'd hit the clone limit, and stuff would break pretty fast. The most hard part of this project was actually making all the costumes. Before we get into that, which is complicated, let's look at this particle sprite. This doesn't actually have anything. That's because I was planning on adding particles, but then I realized that it would be almost impossible and really hard, so I didn't add it, and I just realized it actually makes it look worse. So this particle sprite is not of much use, actually. Then, in the costume sprite, we have 50 different costumes that I had to hand draw. Yes, I had to hand draw all of these. I could not find a way to automate that part. And basically, it's just a bunch of different color combinations. In real life, fireworks don't exist of all these colors, but since it's just a scratch simulation, to make it look extra cool, I decided to add tons of random colors. One is the red-gray color, and remember, for each firework type, it says firework dash 2 random letters, maybe 4 for the special one, and then -1 for the firework form and -2 for the star form. Each one has a firework and star form for each firework type. So it's firework dash some code -1 or -2. This is how the automation works. This is the only reason why we can loop through and select a random costume, because we know the basic format for the firework names. So this is the red-gray firework and star. There's a red-yellow firework, a red-green firework, a red-blue firework, and then there's a gray-blue firework. Then we have a yellow-blue firework and its star. There's always a star. So again, red, yellow, blue, green, blue. I just write the first letter of each of the colors and as its capital letter. So two letters. When the whole thing is one color, I just write that color letter twice. So in this case, it's just RR for red. We have red, green, yellow, blue, white. All of those. White, red. I made sure there's no duplicates because I don't want duplicate fireworks here. I hope there's none. Then we have white, yellow, white, blue. Then this is just the light purple one. Notice how, for some of them, I decided to write it as 4 letters. It doesn't really matter. It's just one code between firework dash and then -1 or -2. Then we have light purple and then white. And the star force. Then we have light purple mixed with everything. Light purple and yellow, light purple and red, light purple and blue. And then we have bright pink, solid bright pink. Bright pink is then mixed with all of these. As you can see, bright pink red, bright pink light purple, which looks pretty cool actually. Now it's time for the extra super duper special firework. The rainbow firework, which has all of these colors for its star, and then explodes into all of these gradients. It's not just single colors for each of the strands, it's all gradients now. Oh, obviously, as I was saying earlier, not all of these fireworks do exist in real life, but again, it's a simulation, so we can make it look extra good. Now, again, the rainbow firework is the only epic firework, making it have only a 1.68 chance of appearing. Let's look at each of these listings. So, most all of the solid color fireworks, which are only one color, are common, except for the bright pink and light purple, which I decided to make those rarer. Some pretty boring looking fireworks like white blue, green blue, and I think this was red green or some other combination. Uncommon, which is one step up, we have some better looking combinations like red yellow, yellow blue. This is where light purple comes in. And then we have light purple mixed with a lot of other stuff. Rare is where the bright pink firework is, and many other cooler looking combinations like bright pink yellow, a lot of bright pink fireworks, and then there's light pink mixed with yellow, which I thought looked better than the other light pink combinations. And again, back to epic, it's just the rainbow firework. And that's basically it. To summarize it all, it just chooses a random firework from a list, uses a random number to make different fireworks appear more or less common or frequent. The rainbow firework is given some extra specialty with its size, and it just keeps on creating clones of different fireworks. And I've just designed the costume names to make it easier to code with. For the end of this video, let's just watch the fireworks. As you can see, before I do that, as you can see, the background is pretty blurry. That's because whenever you take a small image, it goes into bitmap mode, and then when you stretch it out, it gets even more pixelated. I could not figure out how to fix that, even with an HD image. Hopefully it's not too noticeable. Hopefully you can see that the solid color fireworks are I hope you can also see that the fireworks start in this really now, if you can see the rainbow fireworks, I haven't on a screen yet. It only has a 1.6 sharing with the fireworks. This watches what it's actually one right now. Really, and there's the rainbow firework. I think you'll see that. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and see you next time.